Hey, what's up you guys, it's MCLegoboy here with the Planet Sets Series 2. We're going to review this just like I did last time, maybe a little shorter, maybe a little longer, you know how I like to ramble on. So, anyway, here we have 9677 X-Wing Starfighter and Yavin 4, 9678 Twin Pod Cloud Car and Bespin, and 9679 ATSD and Endor. A total of simple math put together. Little comment right here because I'm too tired to blah blah. The reason why I have keychains of Spidey and Gandalf are only there for Shablanks and Giggles. I saw Spidey there at the Lego store. We stumbled upon him, and I got him because it was the comic book version of him. You can tell because of the back, but, you know, not important. And my friend wanted a keychain whenever he heard that I was going to the Lego store because he saw somebody else had a Chewbacca keychain. He wanted a keychain that was, like, from 1998, and I'm like, dude, that's not really possible at the moment. So, if he doesn't want to pay me back, I now have a Gandalf. But again, those are completely irrelevant. They don't have anything to do with the reviews going on with Star Wars. So, that's interesting. Never saw that before. Maybe it's new. I don't know. I don't feel like taking the boxes from Series 1 out and trying to do stuff. So, yeah, anyway. These are the backs. That's what they look like. And pretty much it. Now we gotta build them. First one that we're going to review is Yavin 4. And then we're gonna go with Bespin, and then we're gonna go with Endor. So, see you guys in a few seconds with the review for this one. Okay, so 9677 X-Wing Starfighter and Yavin 4 is 77 pieces, and I mean it's okay. It's still like a really good model, and I really like it. I heard somewhere though that it's just about exactly the same as some other exclusive model that was released in 2011, something like that. But all that was different was a few pieces. But anyway, I'm all out of order. So first, we're gonna go over. What did we go over last time? I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna go over the instructions first. And come on. There we go. Yeah, they still have it, just the white blob, or the white sphere, for the most part. You guys already have seen all the reviews that I'm going to make of these sets, so don't need to worry about that, and so, yes. No, you don't understand? Is that, like, what? Come on. Okay, so anyway, planet. The planet is awesome, actually. It's a swirl of, I believe, the olive green? Yeah, the olive green color, regular green, and dark tan, and it makes a very nice design. And as you can see, it is swirled because it's all on the inside. So, anyway, right now, you take this piece, throw it in there, you take your 4 extra pieces, you can throw them in there. It's great for storage purposes. Onto the minifigure. The minifigure is my second new design Rebel pilot, and we're supposed to get a new one in 2013. So, excitement. And yeah, not like I really have a need for Rebel pilots, but you know, if you wanted one, you get one. Platform. You got a turny bit, and then Lego Star Wars, X-Wing Starfighter, X-Wing Pilot, Yavin 4. Super awesome fun time. Alright. Now, the X-Wing is similar to Sebulba's Pod Racer, to where it was a little repetitive. I mean, you did stuff 4 times, you did stuff 2 times. And not that that's really an issue, because, I mean, it's an X-Wing, it's very symmetrical and repetitive. You can't do much about it. But, anyway, let's see. The design was actually pretty cool, because they had you actually put a stud in on that piece. So, they've done this before, but not recently. The last time I saw that being used was like 2003 in Cloud City. And I'm glad that I stopped getting requests for me to sell them, or like sell the set. Why? I don't know. Crazy 10-year-olds wanting a set that's just as old as they are, or almost just as old as they are, or something like that. So, anyway, new piece. I think I got one of these not too long ago. I don't know. I don't remember where. But the point is that, of course I don't have one that's nearby at the moment. So, pretty much it's the 4-length rod with the stud connector bit on the end, except this time it's flat instead of rounded. So, you know, cool stuff like that. New pieces. You get 4 of them, so super awesome fun time. And the X-Wing, the S-foil, I believe is about like that. It doesn't look perfect because there is nothing on the bottom wings, so it looks a little off, but I do believe that's about as far as you can get with an S-foil that looks proper. You can fold these in, but if you were to fold them in, you gotta like fold them in like that, which doesn't really work. Why Lego didn't... Frustration. Hey, come on. Why they didn't go with that sort of design, I don't know, because if they went with that sort of design, you'd still kind of have the same issue, but not as extreme. But they're really supposed to be straight. They don't curve in further than they're supposed to, but ultimately it's a mini X-Wing. You do what you do, so. Anyway, onward to the next one, which is Twin Cloud Car and Bespin. So, yeah. Ooh, this took longer. Okay, next one, promise, 5 minutes at the most. Okay, so 9678 Twin blah 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 blah. This is the hardest name to say. Twin Pod Cloud Car and Bespin. 78 pieces, so one more piece than the 77 pieces. But then this only had 3 extra pieces, not 4. 4. So is there really a difference? Blowing your mind right there. Alright. So, anyway. Nothing too different about this set, other than it just being awesome. So, first, we're going to go over the planet. The rattling are the extra pieces in the little top. Now, whenever I said that it was, like, green and dark tan and that olive color, it might be an equal mix between the two every now and then. I'm not entirely sure, because in here, all I can ever find is tan and dark tan. I was thinking it was maybe some sort of flesh color mixed in here, but I can't find any sort of trace at all. So, but this is just like Yavin 4, where it's all swirled on the inside, and I think that just looks awesome. So, gotta make sure my studs match up. Whenever you put your planets together, I would suggest, I'm not saying you have to, because sometimes it might be better to find where the swirls end up meeting up the best, but you take your two halves and you put them next to each other. Only one of them is upside down, and then you hook them together to where if Lego were facing that direction, whenever you turn it over, it should be upside down. So that's what I do. It just keeps me sane, I guess. But anyway, next, Lobot. And this is quite the improvement after not seeing any sort of Lobot character for 10 years. He wasn't even in the Cloud City set. He was in his own twin pod cloud car. Gah, cannot say words. What is very nice is that they stepped up the head. Here he looks very relaxed and smiling a little bit. That's not too true to the Lobot character. Lobot like never does anything. He doesn't even like talk in the movie. So, and they really stepped up the thing on it, the back of his head. Now it goes from like ear to ear rather than just the back of his head. So that's nice. Now, the only thing that would have really made this stand out would be like some sort of piece that like hooked on from the neck and like went up, and it was like 3D, but that's fine. My printing is just a little off to where one side's a little closer to the face than the other side. It's just not quite symmetrical, but that is perfectly fine. It's cool to have a Lobot, and with the right hairpiece. Oh, wait. There. With the right hairpiece, you can virtually cover it up, and you already have like pretty much an aged face. But anyway, a little backstory on Lobot. Lobot is actually some sort of a cyborg. So this thing over his ears, that's things that are tapped into Cloud City's defense system, security system, just about like any system. He's the guy that like knows whenever anything happens, and then he goes and tells people what to do. So he's not all too important of a character, but he's just one of those cool characters. Is like, whoa, what the heck is with his head? So yeah. And what seems pretty strange about this one, though, I'm already over the 5-minute thing. Wow. What seems kind of weird about this set, though, is that it's not red, it's orange. Like, in the movies, you can even see it's supposed to be red. So why is it orange? I have no idea. I know that orange was a color that existed back in 2002, so why didn't they make the other one orange if it was supposed to be orange? But then also, why are X-Wings white now? I always saw them as gray. Same with snowspeeders. Although I never really paid too close attention to what color snowspeeders were. They always looked gray. So, anyway. Cloud car. The only improvement I would make is you take off this lower piece and you do that. Gives it a little bit more of a streamlined look, and honestly, this whole entire thing where it like jumps up an entire plate length it almost looks a little silly. But this is actually probably going to be the best model in the series, and I would suggest you get this one first. I haven't even built the one from Endor yet. This one, particularly for pieces, all these pieces in orange, that's a win right there. All you mockers, yeah, this is your set to go for. Brackets that are orange, slope pieces that are orange, cones that are orange, or whatever the heck this piece is. This is like brand new to me, so I know I'm behind on the times because I don't get all these sets. Whatever. But yeah, like brackets and slopes and plates and tiles. I mean, like, this seems not to be the best set now because it doesn't want to stay together. Work. Jumper plates that are orange. So, yeah, like, this set really is amazing. And this is pretty much like, Sebulba's too, where it had interesting orange pieces. Not as many, orange pieces in Sebulba's as there were here, but, good for mockers. Or mockists, I should say. I never went over the base, but, I mean, that's the gist of it. And now I know why. There we go. Focus. Twin pod cloud car, low bod Bespin. Hey, that's the first time I said twin pod cloud car without ever going. So, yeah. I've now gone over that 5-minute mark considerably. This review is gonna be long because we still got another set. So, anyway. Let's get to it. The next one. Okay, so here we have 9679, ATSD, and Endor, and this is only 65 pieces, which is not too good for value of pieces. So yeah. Let's see. Man. I am losing train of thought everywhere. Okay. We got this. First we're going to go over extra pieces. I have 2. I should only have 1. I don't know why. So, must just have been a goof up or something. Planet is the new olive color with printing all over it. And what's actually kind of interesting is that they're actually making another Endor planet set, but it's actually not this one. It brings up the confusion to me every time. Is the moon called Endor? Or is the planet called Endor? Because it is a moon. It is a forest moon. But is the forest moon named Endor? Or is the planet named Endor? Or are they both named Endor and one is just called the forest moon? It's very confusing because you have the Death Star that orbits around the moon, which then orbits around a planet. And if you go back and watch episode 6 at the briefing room, Admiral Akbar, he's saying the Death Star is being shielded by a base on the forest moon of Endor. But then every single product that deals with the forest is called Endor. I don't know anymore. So, if you guys actually care to write something in the comments, please tell me, because this, like, confuses me so much. Okay, back to Lego. Minifigure. Cool. He's an ATSD driver, and he actually has a, oh my, that, jeez. Yeah, he has a, reversible head, and, this was actually back in 2007 when we first saw this face, and I almost like that more than the other face, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that, because that's actually pretty cool looking, like those shades. It's so mysterious. Platform is next. ATSD driver for Forest Moon of Endor. Bingo. Never mind. Well, okay. Never mind until I get Series 4. Because once I get Series 4, then we'll have the answer. Okay. And Lego Star Wars. So, and what's also interesting is that this one has nothing on it. I would have thought perhaps some jumper plates, just so that this would be easier to take off. But no, you just like hook it in like that. Although I would suggest hooking it in either on 1 or 2 studs, not 4. Eh. I don't know, the legs seem a little bit, long for my comfort. I don't know, there's just something not right about them. Interesting. Let's see. No. But, it's nice that you get some movable legs like that, and in the instructions they tell you to put this piece on just like that, where this part is actually connected. That actually makes it stick out like to here. It looks very awkward and weird, and so I would say change it. Because if you change it, then it looks better. And that's about it, other than the printed piece, which is essentially the exact same as the old mini Star Wars sets. Unfortunately, I took apart my X-Wing and my ATST back whenever it was 2 little mini sets in one. I completely obliterated those. So, but essentially it's the exact same printing, with the exception of a few color pieces. But if you get instructions online, ultimately you could build it just about like any of these, really. Well, no, never mind. Forget that statement. Don't cheap out. Buy Lego sets so they can make more money. But yeah, so let's get everybody back together and we'll finish off this uber long review. So ultimately, I would say get 9678 Twin Pod Cloud Carb and Bespin first, because the model is really good and it's an easy fix for the one little screw up that they made. Cool minifigure pieces for Marcus, like orange. That's a great color. And if you can find something really creative to do with the planet, that's awesome. I actually found that somebody made a halo grenade out of the Yavin 4, so you can use the planets for something if they're swirly, like this. But yeah. So this one's first. The second one, it depends on your preference. I think this one is repetitive, so it's not as fun. This one doesn't have as many pieces. Both models are still really good. This one still get first, but these two models are still really good. So it really depends on your preference. And I'm pretty pleased with Series 2, and Series 3 will be coming out in winter. So hopefully I'll get those. I'll be getting both battle packs. I'll be getting the planet sets. And then that might be the extent of Christmas this year. Ultimately, this has been it. And ultimately, this has been MCLegoboy with Series 2 of the Star Wars planet sets. See you guys. Long review is long. How long is long review? Long review is long. It's already too long, you guys. Sorry, it's long.